with the kick. That's nicely covered back by Ulster. Here's Lowry. Lovely sidestep by Michael Lowry, and he's still going up the halfway, the wee man. Good work to Doak, and Doak saw a bit of a gap there. Nobody at home for the Stormers, and what a clever kick that was from a very clever player. Oh, they're in a little bit of bother here. They're going to have to get it into touch. And what a smart piece of play by Ulster and by Nathan Doak. Got to get this right, and he has got it right. Taken in the front by Sam Carter. And the Stormers waited for Ulster to take that and applied the drive as soon as Ulster caught it. And Ulster conceded a couple of meters there, which is quite unusual. And Stewart has the ball tucked in. Now Ulster get the secondary shove on. Stewart is still in there. He may hurt himself around the narrow side. Here goes Stewart. Stewart for the line, looking for another try. Managed to get it back to Doak. But the ball was nudged forward, and the referee has given a penalty against the Stormers. And don't be surprised, Tony, if Ulster go back to the corner and be the same. Carter at the front. Yes, it is. Well taken by Carter. He really had to stretch and required a good lift. Now, they were held up the first time. Brock Harris is making a pest of himself in the middle of all that. Stewart has the ball tucked in. Can they get a second? Here goes Stewart again. That was obstruction. That was obstruction. Harry Sheridan was in front.
Players in front of the ball carrier.
And stepped in front of the ball carrier, so he was offside. Pity.
Yeah,
another good solid Ulster scrum. Now it's Doak. Burns. Oh, that's lovely stuff by Stuart Moore. Got himself upended. Doak in quickly. And away they go. Billy Burns steps in field. Ulster trying to keep the pressure on. Stormers getting in the way. Sam Carter trundles. Doak picks it up. Nicely done. Here come Ulster again. That was Tom Stewart again. Round the corner. Very close. 5 meters away. They need to keep this pressure on. This is good work by the Ulster forward pack and by Doak, who's in there quickly yet again. Just needs one little half break, and Doak picks and goes. And Nathan Doak gets the opening try of this game. And how crucial is that going to be in the overall scheme of this season? What a try.
That's a real quality score, Jim, from Ulster. You say the break from Stuart Moore initially in midfield with the 3 runners, and Moore dances through, but it's the composure, the recycling. Billy Burns stretches it right to the touchline, then Nathan Doak sniping as any good scrum half could do. Good carries by O'Connor, good carries by Sheridan. Nathan Doak saw that a mile off, Jim.
Stuart Moore has played at 15 for Ulster this year. He's played at 11, and here he is playing at 12. And what a strike by Doak. Converts his own very well taken try, and that will please the home crowd, and more importantly please Dan McFarlane. 15 minutes gone, and Ulster 7-0 to the good.
And I think
Toomaga Allen. Burns cleverly away. Nicely done. This needs to be given. Hume puts the foot on the gas. He has a couple of players outside, and one of them is Rob Lyttle. Back inside to Stewart. Lovely pass by Stewart. Good defending by the Stormers. In goes Lyttle. Timoney at scrum half has a go himself. He needs to pull in a few defenders, and he does just that. Ulster getting closer, looking for a second try. Toomaga Allen looking for his first in Ulster colours. Doak gets it away. Stuart Moore is having a great game at 12. Doak gets caught. Timoney. In fact, it's Harry Sheridan wearing 6. Doak again. Toomaga Allen is held up about a metre away, an arm's length from the line. Referee's given a penalty to Ulster. Vermeulen runs into some of his fellow countrymen. Doak again. Nicely done. James Hume cleverly goes to the ground, presents his back to the opposition, and the ball to Doak, who pops it up. Alan O'Connor's in there again. Doak on the near side. Oh, beautiful transfer, and round goes Ben Moxham for his first Ulster try, and he will be absolutely chuffed with that one.
Yeah, again, Jim, composure by Ulster, not panicking, happy to go through the multi-phase, and once again highlighted on 2 or 3 occasions in that play by Stuart Moore. The initial break off the line out where he just couldn't connect with Harry Sheridan, but the recycle comes through. But look at the sweet set of hands here. Beautiful. Knew where his man was. No look pass. Moxham keeps his depth outside. And just has to truck round as close to the post as he can. That's quality by Moore.
And so many people were involved handling it right up to the end.
Yeah, very much so. And even from the kick as well. So Rob Lyttle picked the ball up, come across to Moxham. Nice little bit of recycle in midfield, and some of the forwards handling again, Jim. Toomaga Allen, Carter, and again it's all about keeping the ball alive, getting that pass out of the tackle, switching the point of contact and letting those outside backs do what they do best, which is to run with ball in hand.
Well, I'm pretty certain Ben Moxham's the first pupil of Larne High School to play rugby for Ulster. And not the first from Wallace High School. Chris Henry goes all the way back to Ulster in Ireland. But Nathan Doak, like his dad from Wallace High School, pops it over. So 2 conversions, 2 tries into the second quarter. And Ulster will be delighted to be 14-0 up the near side of the flank, allowing Van Heerden to go into the second row with the skipper Ori. So it's a somewhat rearranged Stormers pack. Unger having a word with his outside backs.
Square.
And Wolhuter has gone into the outside half position.
Use it. Both down.
The referee tells him to use it, though it goes down. This is Wolhuter. Oh, there's a chance here. Ulster need to be accurate in their attack or their tackling. Spill forward by Ulster. Not deliberate, was knocked on in the tackle, you could probably hear Mike Adamson say. So advantage still being played. Taken on by Junior Pokamela, the back row forward.
Get advantage over for the knock-on.
Knock-on advantage has gone. Brock Harris gets away. That's a big wide pass, and that's nicely taken. Moxham does well. Ball is flung inside, and that's been pinched by Ulster on the ground. And what a great steal that is with 6 minutes to go to the interval, and Ulster desperate not to concede any points at this stage of the game. Sidestep by Tom Stewart. Support was by Erica Sullivan.
Okay, use it!
First time this evening they're being asked to stand up for the Ulsterman. Nathan Doak, who got us underway in terms of scoring, gets it away, and that is a very good piece of defending by the Ulstermen. And then Erica Sullivan at the front, nicely done, down. Timoney gathers it in, Stewart gets in. It's a long way for the white shirt in rumble, but they're having a go at it. They'll have to come back in field again. Stewart still has it, and away he goes. He's been well tackled. Referee's having a close eye on what's going on at the breakdown. Little shimmy by Eric O'Sullivan. In quickly, Doak pops it up. Good work by Harry Sheridan. Sam Carter's there in attendance. Now it's Vermeulen. Runs into Harris. As he managed to get it back, we're now in the red at the end of the first half. Also looking for try number 3. There's the pick up and go. It's pretty close. Sheridan looking for his first Ulster try and just his 3rd Ulster game. Might be a little chance if they bring it to the near side. And again, Ulster going route 1 for the line. The packer in there. Doak pops it up. Still there for Ulster. Doak again. This could be interesting. That's nicely done. And out they go. Rob Lyttle managed to pick it up, and he sells a nice dummy. And Ulster have got a penalty, so it's going to be into the corner yet again.
Nathan Doak's looking for the quick one, Jim.
Let's go, let's go.
Or we'd be better off just waiting.
Yeah, no, Mr. Adams was coming in field. Just wonder whether he's going to change the point of where the penalty's given, but also maybe rather than go for the corner, Jim might have a little top penalty up their sleeve.
Rob Little's got a bit of a bang now. He won't want to go off before the interval. I'm pretty sure.
Good to go.
Quite see what happened to him. Yes, he had a little hop and a skip, and then he went on his own. And I think the injury occurred before that. So Ireland or Ulster have taken it quickly, and they're going for the line, and they might well be over the line, and they are over the line. And Mike Adamson has signified that Ulster, right on the stroke of half-time, have got their 3rd try. And the man up with the ball, I think, might just be Nick Timoney. Or maybe it's Harry Sheridan. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a combination of 6 or 7. Tom Stewart with the initial tap and go, Jim. And I think the Stormers will be disappointed with that. That was all a little bit too easy, wasn't it? Just from 5 metres out. The recycle comes. Timoney with hands on the ball. Drive comes from behind.
Oh, he did really well. He really did well. He had a little bit of help from a couple of his friends, one of whom might well have been Harry Sheridan. Nick Timoney strong enough, and Sheridan even stronger if possible. And he is happy enough to go with the try, and the try has been given, and Nathan Doak has the extra points, and Ulster have ended the first half with their 3rd try and are leading justifiably by 21 points in them. Vermeulen quickly to Michael Lowry, who has a little dart. Was that looking a high tackle? The crowd certainly thought it was. No shoulder, says the referee.
Didn't milk it, got back in his feet.
Yeah, it's going to be a yellow card. Going to be a yellow card. So off goes 24-year-old Ben Jason Dixon, and here they come again. Lovely sidestep by Stuart Moore, who's warming to the number 12 jersey. Oh, here James Hume, great stuff, back inside. Oh, Toomaga loves this. What a score by the enormous South Sea Islander, who's played for the All Blacks and for his native Samoa. What a wonderful, wonderful try by the prop forward. And there's something about prop forwards running in from 10 metres, and by the time he gets home tonight, it'll be 50, and that warms your heart. Yes. But great by Hume.
Especially with the ball under one arm. I'm not sure Dan McFarlane will be happy about that, but my word, he enjoyed that score, didn't he? He's played really well this evening. We talked about his performances the last 2 or 3 weeks, and he's been heavily involved this evening. Moore initially with the carry in the gain line, the quick ball from Doak, great line by Hume, the acceleration, tees up the fullback, the big tight head's on his shoulder, and as you say, that'll be at least halfway line come 9:30 this evening.
3 conversions in the first half. Nathan Doak has got 1 in the second half, and Ulster, with a bonus point, are now leading by 21 points to 0, and we're not even played 7 minutes in the second half. Sutherland on the Scots Six Nations squad. Burns, nicely done, away quickly. Oh, wonderful stuff. Vermeulen slipped it to Moxham. Moxham back inside to Lowry, and Lowry's going to get try number 5, and it's the best of them all. What a wonderful piece of flowing rugby. Timing of the pass, just perfection, and Lowry had the simplest of run-ins, but it was made look simple by the build-up and the transfer before it.
Couldn't agree more, Jim. Timing of the pass, Lowry, Stuart Moore, Moxham as well, ball in 2 hands, and there's Lowry keeping himself in the game. Another Duane Vermeulen, he's been brilliant this evening. Not often you see him out in the 5-metre line, but again, simple transfer inside, and the best of the evening from Ulster so far. But look at the way Lowry keeps himself in the game.
Here.
You know, again, good anticipation, but again, Jim, timing, as you mentioned, of the pass and the acceleration onto the ball. Yeah, great score from Ulster.
That's the secret. And Moxham did really well. He waited until the support play was within proper passing range. He wasn't going to risk anything too wild, and Lowry appreciated that. And you know, when you get on the end of a pass like that, you feel duty bound to score.
Well, that was nice by Moxham. We saw him involved in the earlier stanza of play where he took the contact. Maybe the pass wasn't on. He rode the tackle well, big and physical. Also then recycle, come back in field, and then swing it back down the blind side and get the overload of numbers. But again, just simple transfer, nothing fancy, no missed passes, just simple draw, beat the man, straight line.
Ulster 35-0 up. That's a good line out taken by Conor Evans, I do believe, and here they go with the drive. Evans is all right in the middle of that, encouraging his men in blue and white to come forward. Well, Ulster concede a try right at the very death. It could well be. Here they go, and the referee's well placed, and that's a try, has been touched on, and they've got the try. And it's Marcel Tunisian, the replacement hooker, wearing number 20 of all numbers, has got the try. And Ulster's defence just was a little bit light there.
Yeah, the Stormers did well. Nice catch, Jim. Good platform laid up front as well. Working really hard, and Tunisian, as you say, just out the side of that, a little bit of a pirouette. Good traction, didn't he?
Upstairs, pal, I'm happy.
Yeah, got the ball down nicely as well.
Kade Wolhuter, who got a couple of penalties against Claremont last weekend, has missed with the kick, which really just about sums up the Stormers' evening. Good in little bits, but not good enough, and not good enough often enough. Is Cooney going to kick it into touch and say good night? No, it's Lowry who gathers and steps into touch, and that is the end of the game. And Ulster, having endured 6 defeats in 7 games, have now come back and won 2 in a row against Sale last week. Tougher opposition perhaps than tonight, but nevertheless an impressive 5 conversion bonus point win against the